Welcome to Edivina Physics classes. Today I'll be giving you a lecture on electric dipole. So this lecture will be for class 12 physics, the electrostatics portion. Previously I have given a lecture on Coulomb's law. Now we'll start with the topic number 2 on electrostatics, which is basically electric dipole. So to begin with, we shall learn two concepts, electric field and electric field intensity. So what is an electric field? An electric field is a region where an electric charge experiences a force called electric force F vector. So an electric field is a region where an electric charge placed in that region experiences some force. What force? Called the electric force F vector. So that region is called an electric field. Now, what is the electric field intensity? We have an electric field. Now, it has some strength. What is that strength? Is basically the electric field intensity. So, the electric field intensity at any point in an electric field is the force experienced by a unit positive test charge kept at that point. So, how to memorize or how to understand this definition is by looking at this expression. So let Q naught be the test charge placed at a point in a region. So an electric force acts on it. So the force is F, which acts on this test charge. Then what will be the electric field intensity of that region? At that point, electric field intensity of that region at that point is E vector is equal to F vector by Q naught. So this is the definition of electric field intensity, the expression of electric field intensity. So the electric field intensity can be understood from this expression. What is that? Now the electric field intensity is basically this electric force at any point. The electric field intensity is basically the electric force experienced by, make this one, unit positive test charge kept at that point. So the electric field intensity at any point is the electric force experienced by a unit positive charge placed at that point. So this is the definition coming from this expression of electric field intensity. So from this we can get F equal to Q naught into E. So this F and E are vectors, they have direction. So these two expressions are highly important. So this is double star expressions. Note, so see this note, the SI unit of electric field is Newton per Coulomb. This is Newton, this is Coulomb. So Newton per Coulomb or volt per meter. This is coming from some expression of potential, and its dimension, the electric field intensity has a dimension mLT to the power minus 3 ampere. So this is the dimension, you can work this out. Okay. Now let's talk about the electric dipole. So what is an electric dipole? So a pair of equal and opposite charges separated by a small vector distance is called an electric dipole. So what is an electric dipole? It consists of a pair of equal and opposite charges, that is plus minus q. Equal and opposite charges separated by some small vector distance constitutes a dipole, forms a dipole. And the line joining the two charges is the dipole axis. So let us understand this definition clearly. So let a pair of similar and opposite charges q, so one is plus q, one is minus q, similar and opposite charges plus minus q, placed at a small vector distance 2l. This is a small vector distance 2l. These two charges are kept apart, where this is a vector distance, that is, it has a direction. What is the direction? It is directed from, this distance is from negative to positive charge. So this distance is from negative to positive charge. So this constitutes a dipole plus minus q charge, similar and opposite charge, separated by a small vector distance 2L from negative to positive charges. This is the electric lines of force which originates from positive charge and ends at the negative charge. So what will be the dipole moment of this dipole formed? So the dipole moment P vector of the dipole so formed is the product of any one of the magnitude of these charges, that is q, and the vector distance between them, that is 2L vector. So dipole moment is the product of any one of these charges magnitude of any one of these charges, and the vector distance between them. The product of these two gives me the electric dipole moment. So P vector is equal to q into 2L vector. So P vector is the electric dipole moment. So it is directed from negative to positive charge. P is directed from negative to positive charge, as because L is directed from negative to positive charge. So the one vector only in the right hand side is L. So the direction of L is basically the direction of P. So it is from negative to positive charge. So the SI unit of P is, this is coulomb, this is meter. So coulomb meter. So this is the SI unit of dipole moment. So this dipole moment's definition is very, very important. This expression is very, very important. Okay. Now let us discuss about the electric field intensity at a point on the dipole axis. So we have learned about the electric dipole. Now we want to find the electric field intensity due to that dipole at some point. At what point? At a point along that dipole axis. At some point on the dipole axis. So this position, at this position we want to find the electric field due to that dipole. So this position is called the end-on position. So we want to find the electric field at a point on the dipole axis due to a dipole. So consider an electric dipole consisting of two equal and opposite charges plus minus q separated by a small vector distance 2L vector. Let P be a point where we want to find the electric field at a distance r from the center of dipole O. So consider a dipole AB made of two equal and opposite charges plus minus q separated by a vector distance 2L, small vector distance. So consider a point P along this dipole axis at a distance r from the center of the dipole O. So this distance is r, this is P, this is O, this is r, this is 2L. So this AO and OB are L each. Now the electric field intensity at P at this point due to minus q charge at A is, so the electric field intensity at P due to this charge is EA vector is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r plus L whole square along PD. This is the electric field coming from the Coulomb's law. We all know that. Now this distance is basically, this is r, this PO is r, and AO, this length is L. So what will be PA? This is r plus L. So r plus L whole square. So as we are imagining a unit positive test charge placed over here, a unit positive test charge is imagined to be placed over at P, is placed at P to test the strength of this dipole. So a unit positive test charge is placed at P. So this charge will attract this charge. These two will be attracted. Hence EA will be along in this direction. So along PD. So EA is along PD. Now what will be for this charge? Electric field intensity at P due to plus q charge at B is EB is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r minus L whole square along PC. So this is r, OP is r, and this length has to be subtracted, OB, L. So we'll get this much, PB. So PB is r minus L, gives me PB, that is r minus L. So r minus L whole square. So this is positive charge and there is a unit positive test charge placed over here. So these two will repel each other. So EB, the electric field due to this charge, will act away from it. So it will repel. So it will act along PC. So it will act along PC. So the resultant electric field at P due to both these charges will be EP is equal to, due to this dipole basically, is basically EP is equal to EB minus EA. So why this minus and why this EB minus EA? As because we have seen that one attracts and one repels, so both are in opposite direction. So EA and EB acts along oppositely directed. EA and EB are oppositely directed. So these two has to be subtracted as it is a vector sum. So there occurs a vector subtraction, and EB, the magnitude of EB is greater than EA, as because there is R minus L over here in the denominator, and here it is R plus L. So 5 minus 3, and there is say 5 plus 3. So which one is greater? This one is greater. So EB is greater than EA. So EB is greater than EA. So EP vector is equal to EB vector minus EA vector. The dipole, the electric field at point P due to the dipole AB. So we have seen EP vector is equal to EB vector minus EA vector. So now what are the expressions of E and EB we have known? So we just substitute that. So EP is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is EB, Q by R minus L whole square into this, and this is EA, Q by R plus L square into this. So these two are subtracted. So take Q as common, Q by 4 pi epsilon naught. Just LCM this and apply formula A plus B and A minus B whole square. A plus B whole square gives me R square plus L square plus 2LR, and A minus B whole square gives me, with a negative in front, gives me minus R square plus 2LR minus L square. So just this thing gets cancelled, this R square and this L square gets cancelled, and here we are left with 2LR. So 2 into 2LR and R square minus L square whole square, Q by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is EP, say this is E. So what is E basically? This 2L and this Q forms the P, the dipole moment. P is equal to 2LQ by 2QL. This P is 2QL. So E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2PR by R square minus L square whole square. So this is the electric field intensity at point P due to this dipole, where the point P is on the dipole axis, that is at the end-on position. So this is the electric field for an end-on position due to a dipole. Now a special case, when R is very greater than L, then what happens? Then E vector is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2P vector by RQ. So this L square gets neglected. So we are left with R to the power 4. So 1 R gets cancelled and we are left with R cube. So this E vector acts along this P vector. So this E vector acts along P vector, that is, it acts from negative to positive charge, that is along EB. So the resultant electric field acts along EB, acts along this direction. Clear? Okay.